kind of enemy, a particularly cruel and inhuman foe. They're genocidal. They're not fighting for this or that territory. They're fighting to eliminate the Jewish state in whatever boundary they say so. Their charter says if you find a bush and a Jew is hiding behind it, kill the Jew, kill all the Jews. Their goal goes beyond the destruction of Israel. They're part of an axis of terror. Iran, Hezbollah, Hamas, Houthis. They say death to America. That's the great Satan. Israel is a small Satan. I hope I don't find any offense with any of you. You're a middle-sized Satan. They hate our free civilization. They want to bury it. They have an ideology that is mad. In the 21st century, after the Enlightenment, after the scientific revolution, after the advance of human rights and democracy, this is sheer madness. I don't give it relative moralism that says, moral relativism that says, well, they have their society. They can do these horrible things to women. They can do these horrible things to human beings. That's their value system. That's not a value system. That's something that has to be fought. And one thing that we discover in the 21st century is that our assumption that we can live our civilized lives in our advanced countries, seeking peace, prosperity, and progress, and we can just sit back and the barbarians will not come back. They come back. They come back in many places. And if we are unwilling to fight the barbarians, they will win. What the terrorists do is erase the sense of sin. They say everyone is a target. These girls in a music festival, these women, they're targets. Babies, they're targets. Old people, they're targets. Holocaust survivors, they're targets. Everyone is a combatant. Everyone. And they're deliberately not only target everyone, every citizen, no one is a civilian, no one is exempt from their murder, from their horror. They also hide behind their civilians. They deliberately implant themselves in hospitals, in schools, in residential areas, in UN facilities. They fire their rockets from there. Thousands of them. We might have an alert as we speak. There is no symmetry here. These people target directly our cities all the time. Thousands and thousands and thousands of rockets falling on Barcelona, falling on Madrid, falling on Brussels, falling on Antwerp, or any one of the European cities. Thousands. Israel is a small country. They deliberately target civilians and they deliberately hide behind civilians and use them as a human shield. That's a war crime. So what is a democracy committed to the laws of war supposed to do? Do the laws of war give exemption to such criminals? And the answer is they don't. They say, do your best to target the terrorists. Do your best to minimize civilian casualties. But if we, the democracies, say that under no circumstances should we go in, because civilians tragically get killed, then we lost. We lost before we begin. You lost, and you lost. Spain lost. Belgium lost, because this will spread. You will see it very soon. Because the axis of terror is not going to stop. If they can emerge victorious here, they intend to bring down the Middle East. And next they'll go to Europe. After that they'll go elsewhere. Thankfully many left. We set up a safe corridor from the north of Gaza, where we were concentrating our effort against the terrorists, to the south. A safe zone in the south, safe corridor to the south. Hamas shot the safe corridor. They fired on the safe corridor, so the people will be trapped in. But they kept on leaving. I'm happy to say that there is a decline in civilian casualties, which is our goal. Our goal is supposed to have none. And primarily that's because of the ground action. The ground action has resulted in the fact that the warnings that we give are addressed by the population, civilian population. They go south. When they go south, we give them humanitarian support. There are about 150 trucks now going in, probably go up to 200 and beyond. Food, medicine, water. I have not seen yet the effort that I'd like to see from the UN and the international agencies to build their shelters. Winter is coming and there's no reason not to build tens of thousands of tents in the safe zone, next to the safe zone, because they don't enter the safe zone, the UN, which I think is shocking. We have to fight the terror. We're in complete compliance with international law. I think in many ways we're setting a different standard. We seek to minimize civilian casualties, and Hamas seeks to maximize them. And I would strongly urge you to make that distinction, not merely because it's right and just, but because your very societies are on the line. You're next. This is a battle for civilization. It has to be won. We will win it because we have no other choice. We don't have a future if we don't. Hamas has already said we'll do it again and again and again. So we'll have to eradicate them. Just as you couldn't leave a reduced Nazi presence, in Germany. You couldn't do that. And we were not going to leave a reduced Hamas presence in Gaza. But the consequences are much bigger. And I think that we should all unite in making sure that this kind of savagery never shows its face again.